Hello, I'm Zach.
I'm Zubair.
Welcome again to Harmony.
Welcome back.
Thank you. We're continuing from Said Nursi's collection of Risale Nur collection, the first book, the words.
Yep.
And we're going to hopefully to go a little bit faster. Though our goal is not to finish.
Yeah, no rush.
We're going to continue from page 16, the second paragraph.
Okay.
My proud soul, you are the traveler, and this world is a desert. Your impotence and poverty have no limit, and your enemies and needs are endless. Since it is thus, take the name of the pre-eternal ruler and post-eternal Lord of the desert, and be saved from begging before the whole universe and trembling before every event.
Without the previous paragraphs, we won't be able to understand this, right?
Of course, yes, definitely. Because we talked about the tribal chief, and taking the name of the tribal chief.
And the desert itself.
The desert itself. Why that was important. Okay? But we did talk about this while we were discussing. The desert, this world is a desert.
Yes.
We have to see this world as a desert, that which brings out our needs.
Yes.
Okay?
And weaknesses.
Exactly. That's what the thing that shows us what our needs and weaknesses are, so that we can ask for the tribal chief, which is what this paragraph is focusing on.
Yes.
The two key words in here are the pre-eternal ruler and the post-eternal Lord of the desert. If you could give the Turkish, which I think are actually Arabic words to begin with.
Yes. It's Malik Ebedi and Hakimi Ezeli.
Okay, so the pre-eternal ruler, the Hakimi Ezeli, and the post-eternal Lord,
Maliki Ebedi.
Okay, so the first one, because in English it starts with the pre-eternal ruler. Ruler is important here.
Someone who rules.
Somebody who rules, but also somebody who makes the rules.
How?
Because the Turkish Hakim is not just the ruler in the sense of a king. Actually, both of these words, Hakim and Malik, can be translated as king.
Yes.
Into English.
Yes, you're right.
But they contain different nuances, and those nuances are what need to be discussed here.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So when we're talking about taking the pre-eternal ruler and the post-eternal Lord, we're going to focus on the attributes that these mean from the original text. However, before we even go into that, we need to remember that we're taking the name of a tribal chief. The tribal chief needs to be these qualities in order for me to even want to take his name.
Why?
Why? Let's first now talk about the qualities and we'll understand why.
Okay.
So the first one, this tribal chief, if I'm in a desert, I realize that my impotence and poverty have no limit and my enemies and needs are endless. If I realize that, I need a tribal chief who is the pre-eternal ruler. The one who, what do you understand by pre-eternal ruler from the Turkish original? I'll ask you, that's maybe more important than what I understand.
If I'm going to make a command in reverse order, if I had some needs which is less than infinite, then I would ask for someone else, maybe, in theory, right?
Yeah, we would ask for Ahmed, the tribal chief.
For example. But if, well, we understand that this world is a desert and my endless and my needs are endless and my poverty is endless too, blah, blah. Then I really need to find someone who is really, really powerful and, you know, has the abilities to provide me the things that I need.
Yes. So,
which are endless.
So if as much as I realize my impotence and neediness, that's how big of a tribal chief I'm going to look for. So if I don't realize that they're truly endless and infinite, then it doesn't make sense. Good point.
And the first thing that I really need is to exist.
Okay.
If someone who cannot create won't satisfy my needs then.
Okay, so
to create something requires to be pre-eternal, or, well, the Hakimi Ezeli, the Arabic original, is really transcends to that.
Yes, transcendent of time, outside of time and space. So not
Thank you.
before time in the sense that...
Out of time.
Out of time completely.
Above time, maybe.
Above time, transcendent of time.
What again?
He transcends time. He is transcendent.
Funny word. Yeah, that's what I mean. So he must be the one who creates the time even.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he has to rule the time and put the rules there.
Good.
Other than that, someone who is other than that, without those capabilities, none. Doesn't satisfy me.
Good. So he creates me. Okay, we understand that. We understand that he's the creator. I think this is from the previous ones. But is the one who puts the rules, which is focusing on the
Hakim Ezeli.
Exactly. That aspect of being the ruler.
And not only a ruler, it has to be the pre-eternal ruler.
Who that means decides all the rules.
And put them in the scene.
Exactly. So if I have needs, I want somebody who is in control of all the rules on how I can fulfill my needs.
Yep.
So I need my needs to be fulfilled. I need one who creates the rules for them to be fulfilled.
And the things who are required to fulfill my needs too, and etc.
Who establish that rule and order.
Yeah. Good point.
That's the one. That's the first aspect I need.
Yes.
If he can't establish the rules and orders by which I'm going to fulfill my needs, I don't want that kind of tribal chief.
I really like that sentence. By which part?
Thank you.
The second one, yes.
Now the second one is Maliki Ebedi.
Yes.
Which is the post-eternal Lord. What do you understand by that? Especially the idea of Malik.
Yeah, it's kind of funny if I thought I own this, for example. I own this glass of tea.
Why are you saying own?
It's temporary, man.
But why are you using the word of own? You did it subconsciously.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Because the word Malik, you know.
Yeah, it means owning.
You know it, but does our audience know it?
Yes. Maliki Ebedi, Malik means the one who owns. Mm-hmm. If, for example, I need this tea, right? Mm-hmm. Can I say that I truly own this tea? No.
No.
Basically, no. Never. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of temporarily and...
in my possession.
Yeah. It's imaginary, man. Mm-hmm. I cannot ever truly own anything that I really need.
Okay.
So if I am in need of something, really, the one who is going to provide me my needs has to truly own them.
What do you mean by truly own?
I'll
drink the tea.
It has to, for example, own the time, the whole time.
Has to have created it, established the rules, and
put it into eternity, put it into the endlessness.
Okay. So it makes it go on forever.
Thank you.
Because my needs are endless, then the idea of time existing eternally is the first need. So that's looking at the post-eternal aspect.
Yes.
Good. But also, you talked about the tea, owning the tea.
If I have one glass of tea, it won't make sense. I need the tea. I need this tea endlessly.
Good. So
endlessly.
Yes, exactly. You need an endless amount of tea endlessly.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So basically, what you're saying is that I understand. You need somebody
potential.
You need the one who owns everything and has an infinite supply of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So has an infinite.
Other than that, it won't fit.
Exactly. So the tribal chief that we need here, when we realize that our needs are infinite, is one who owns everything and who owns an infinite amount of everything.
Yes.
Eternally.
And I'm not sure if we really mentioned about this, but he has to keep them up. He has to keep them exist.
Yeah, he has to own them eternally.
Yeah. Other than that, it doesn't make sense.
He has to have an infinite supply of them.
Okay.
Your aspect is going a step deeper. We don't need to go into that now, I think. So, but he has to own them eternally. So the tribal chief that I will choose is going to be the one who has these qualities.
Maliki Ebedi and Hakim Ezeli.
The one who makes the rules before time, who establishes the rules is what that means, for me to acquire my needs,
Yes.
or the fulfillment of my needs, and the one who provides and has the
Endless.
property
Yeah, yeah.
from which I can benefit. So that's the thing. So what the author here is doing is, to wrap this up because it's about time to finish, what the author here is doing is actually showing us what kind of creator we need.
Yes.
Okay, so he's filling in when we're saying Bismillah, tying this back to the very beginning. If this first word is a explanation of the Bismillah,
Yes.
of in the name of God, we need a God who is of these qualities. If the God, okay, he's a creator, we've established that from the very beginning, from our own created nature, but that's not enough.
Yes.
He needs to be a creator, and then one who is setting the rules
Pre-eternal ruler.
pre-eternally, so all the rules that exist in time, and then one whose property is infinite.
Yes.
If he's just the creator, that's not enough for me.
Shall we read the sentence in reverse? If I want to be happy, truly happy, I need to believe in a God, a creator, that is post-eternal, who is post-eternal ruler and the pre-eternal Lord. Yeah, I just messed up. Yeah, but you got what I mean.
Yes, yes. That's the conclusion.
Yes.
Okay, so since that's the conclusion, let's conclude here. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. Please leave your comments and questions below. Thank you very much.
Bye.